Like, you're aware this is Bright Club. Give us a cheer for that question. Yeah. We're on the same page, aren't we, guys? We know what's happening.
You're one of the people that's been involved in Bright Club Edinburgh since the very beginning. I've just walked into a chat where you were all here in the back room. The acts were all just discussing educational.
Yeah, with the impacts of psychological research on educational policy, I suppose.
Yeah, that is typical backstage chat for a Bright Club.
Well, but I suppose that's one of the things I've really enjoyed about being involved in Bright Club is actually talking to lots of different researchers about their research, and actually sometimes people's sets do give you a really amazing point of view on what people do.
The people talking, they might know stuff about things. They might be academics, and they might be. So there'll be stuff and you're like, oh, that's funny. Oh, that's good. And there'll be stuff and you're like, oh. So both of those things being catered for tonight.
Why am I doing Bright Club? Why? Because I was petrified at the idea of standing on the stage and trying to make people laugh, and was thinking that might be the opportunity to do it. And secondly, it's an interesting way to talk about your own research with the general, 2020 presentation or conference talk or seminar format. You're actually trying to teach a little bit of what you're doing to people, and whilst making them laugh.
It was just a coincidence on the train. I was talking a little bit about my masters. A couple were arguing about their masters, and I got to talk about my masters in humour in the Bible, and they said, "Oh, you should do Bright Club." And I went, "Oh, okay, that sounds just down my street." So that's how I got involved.
And I did a quick check, and I reckon we've had people from all units of assessment of the ref.
It's physics now. Please welcome to the stage, Klaudia Kleczkowska!
I think I need some adrenaline. I also got a bit bored with my normal research because I don't meet people often, and my work is very lonely because it's mainly theoretical physics or mathematics. I think engagement and public speaking is very interesting. So this is something completely different to what I did before. And I always wanted to be a star, so now there is my ego part is very happy that I can perform and somebody actually wants to listen to me.
I'm Andy MacLeod. I used to be a researcher in genetics at Edinburgh University, and I was also one of the first performers at Bright Club Edinburgh.
And what do you do with the organisation in the Bright Club?
Now I just sort of generally help run the shows. In terms of trying to recruit performers and convince them to get up on stage and try and be funny about their research.
And Robin, you help a lot with the training?
Yes, yeah, I'm very, actually my background was, I was a science communicator, so trying to get kids interested in chemistry, which is a thankless task.
They might say something and you're like, is that a joke? Or is that just a true thing? Am I not to laugh? Just laugh, why not? Who loses in that situation? I don't see anyone losing in that situation.
Comedy that sounds too overcooked can seem very artificial. So we are incited to talk about our research, but prepare under conditions that make it sound spontaneous and humorous rather than a talk like you've rehearsed many times for a seminar. So it's an interesting way to engage with the public. So the audience is part of them are academics, part of them are not academics, but they still come here and expecting that.
What sort of things do we need to tell people in the training?
Well, I suppose there's things about trying to find the story through what people are talking about, because I think that's one thing that actually stand-up comedy and a lot of the public engagement which is coming out now is it's all about sort of storytelling and actually trying to find, well, what's the story through the research, rather than saying, I'm going to tell you facts and I'm going to sort of do a little advert for my research. It's actually sort of saying, well, what's the idea here, what's the story, how can we explore
and that's one of the many things that's possible to take into academic life, to make you a better teacher.
Well, it make you a better teacher, but also sort of work out, I think once you kind of understand that people understand things through story, when you're talking to anybody who's involved in your research, so you might be talking to other stakeholders and that sort of thing, so like funders or people who might actually be involved in your research, you know, those sorts of skills of being able to sort of say, well, how am I going to communicate this to them? It's a really important thing. And a little bit of humour goes a long way.
I think it's jolly good fun, and I certainly got a lot out of it as a performer. And I've seen other performers do the same thing. They come in and they leave a lot funnier than when they arrive.
Is there anything that changed the way that you do your presentations at university?
Yeah, I am more self-confident, this is for sure. I was always scared of public speaking before, but now I introduce some jokes and I am just relaxed.
Have we had a good night? Yeah! Excellent. Yeah, it's been good, hasn't it? It's been good.
The one thing that always sticks in my mind is beetle sperm.
Yeah, I don't think we need to explain that, do we?
No.